Rise and shine, YouTube. Today we're actually diving right into the review because we got two budget mice for you. When it comes down to it, both of these are $60 off of AliExpress, and it's been the best $60 I've spent on AliExpress because these two are, in my opinion, the best budget mice that you can pick up currently. That's the X2F beta version. This is the low free, high pace, the Ryse Owl XS, and the Tachi that are also going to have videos pretty soon. Yeah, I have a lot of shit to actually review, and it gets a little overwhelming because I just like using everything new and finding new stuff for you guys to review and give my opinions on. So let's talk about these guys. The IPI Float 88 and the DareuA950 Air. Both of these are rocking 3395 sensors. The DareuA is 35 grams, while the IPI Float's about 42 grams, both plus and minus 1-2 grams here and there, based on skates, everything like that. The DareuA950 Air is rocking a 210 mAh battery, while the IPI Float 88 is rocking a 230 mAh battery. Why they're such low weight is because low batteries, just the material is different as well. So you got solid shell plastic on the DareuA, and you got a carbon fiber composite material on the IPI Float 88. Both mice are also rocking the mechanical switches, different switches. I don't know what the DareuA is actually using because there's no information on the website or AliExpress based on the clicks that they're actually using. The IPI Float, though, is using the DareuA White Blade mechanical switches. The difference in switches are the IPI Float 88 is a lot crispier and kind of quieter sounding switch. They feel really good to actuate, and in general, I haven't had any issues with double clicking in games or anything like that. Now the DareuA has a little, they're both very, very light switches, right? And the switches on the DareuA are kind of a little slightly hollow sounding, but they're very spammable, very nice to use in game. And there is no mushiness or really any pre-travel. As you can see here, that's just about the pre-travel you see. And then the post-travel is non-existent. Side buttons on both mice come out very, very well. They don't sit inside the mouse like some mice do, but positioning of them on the side are very easy for me to actuate based on my hand size being 16:9. I don't have any issues with them being too far back, too far forward. With any click grind on M1 and M2, the IPI Float has a slight, you can feel the switch slightly up at the top here, but it doesn't feel like it's very grindy or an issue in game or in general. And then with the DareuA, you don't feel any click grind in here. When it comes to side play, very, very sturdy clicks. Same thing with the IPI. The IPI Float has a little more side play, as you can see here, but I don't notice it in game at all either. Shape-wise, the most important aspect of these mice, both kind of resemble the Final Mouse family, all right? With the IPI Float feeling slightly more like a Final Mouse or like a larger Akitsu. The sides are flat, right? And it's slightly taller where you're going to feel the hump a little more, which is more kind of in the middle. Same thing with the DareuA. Hump is actually more middle than the IPI Float. Both come up a little bit, but you don't have any issues with it getting in the way in your movements and bringing the mouse into your palm, right? Feels very, very good. Like I said, they're Final Mouse guys shapes. They're both 119 millimeters long. This one would be more of a size in between the small and the medium. Same thing with the DareuA. But the difference between the DareuA and the IPI Float is you have more of a narrow waist on the DareuA A950 Air, where the Float has pretty much a flat side profile, and that's about it. You don't feel any of the front flares on the DareuA950 Air. There are no flares that you feel at all with the IPI, right? It's a solid mouse all in all. When it comes to QC, you know, there's no popping, no creaking, no cracking, nothing like that. It feels damn good. It's like a tank of a mouse for 60 freaking dollars. I'll take that all day long. This one, yes, you can get it to, I mean, if you press hard enough, you can get it to flex a little, especially in the back here, but you're not holding the mouse or squeezing the mouse back here. And you can, if you press down on the top near the back harder, you can get it to flex as well, but that shouldn't be an issue because you're not pushing the back of the mouse in. Now, like GWO's mice, you don't need to put any pressure behind the sides to get them to really move. This guy here for 60 bucks, you got to put a little more pressure than GWO's mice to get the kind of plastic to kind of either budge or flex. But you're not going to do that with standard use. It's a 35-gram mouse that is a solid shell. There's no golf ball material, texture, or anything like that. Shape's solid. Everything's very, very, very good on these mice. That's why I think these two are the best budget mice that I've personally used, that I've picked up after going through the budget mouse rabbit hole. I've used mice where I even used that Uranus Pro where the shape just definitely wasn't it for me. It was 40 bucks though, so if that shape is your way, that's also a damn good shape. For you, for me, I couldn't do it. I was just like, nah, that shape is not it, not at all. I did like the Kona Air or whatever it is from Turtle Beach a lot more, but it is what it is. We all have different preferences and shapes, different grip style, different hand sizes. But yeah, both these mice are absolutely fantastic, rocking 8K hertz. Yes, they're 3395 sensors, but you would have never even guessed that if you used these and didn't take a look at them. You got a cool looking dongle for the IPI Float 88. Now, the driver, I'll post into the description below, purely because it's very hard to find. The DareuA, you can just go on the website and download the software if you want to change anything. Both performed very well. Both weight balanced are they're in the middle, right? You can pick them up, throw them around, you're not going to feel differences in weight at all. And they're just good mice. So if you have 60 bucks, if you don't want to spend 80, 90, 100, $200 on a mouse, you want something that is solid, you want to try, you know, even two different shapes for $120, $130, pick these guys up, because honestly, they're worth the price. For 60 bucks, that's a steal, especially for the Float with its tank of a structure. Yes, the DareuA is plastic, a little more flimsy, but damn, for $60 a piece, I would recommend these all day long, especially for the shape. The small to medium hands community like me would love these guys. So that's it for this one. We gotta go test out some more stuff that I have, and well, we're gonna be live here very soon. So love you guys. Rise up. God bless. And we'll see you for the next one.